3, 2, 1.
Control and power may win the hour, until the supposed weak, you and I, no longer cower. Now hear the call of a fair clear horn, of a land ransacked and torn. Hello world, my name is Zane Dylan Holt, and I'm here because I have a plan, a big plan, actually made up of a whole bunch of smaller plans, but a way or a means of helping everyone and everything around me. I guess first off, what I'll have to do is introduce myself. I tried to release a speech earlier and kind of butchered it. So now I think I'm somewhat more relaxed and ready to just talk to you. To start, my name is Zane Holt, and I guess I was always born different. To hear my mom tell it, apparently I was born with lots of hair or fur. So I was a furry mammal, or I've always had a close kinship with wolves. So that strikes me as different, you know, being born with fur or hair, and apparently it all just fell off, so I don't think I'm overly hairy. Whoops! Sorry, I don't mean for this to be X-rated or anything. Basically, I want to be natural talking to the camera, but I've got like a zillion things, as you can see over here, written down. A whole big, giant, elaborate speech. Whoops! So, I want to be natural, but I also want to be theatrical because that's part of my nature. My name is Zane Holt, and I have a creative mind. I'm an artist, but I've lived, or rather had in the past, a rough kind of life. Along with millions and millions of you out there, I went through a lot of SHIT in the past, and all of us have different stories. We're all great storytellers. It's part of what we are as human beings on the planet. So I'm going to be sharing some of my story. Already you know I was born furry. Rather, a better word would be different. I'm different. I've always thought differently. I think on multiple levels. I've always had a super creative mind. I've always intuitively felt connected to everything around me, everything about the world, and I've always seen beauty wherever I go, and I just love nature. I'm kind of more than kind of. I'm a scholar. I read and see Halloween decorations. I read zillions and zillions and zillions of books, so I'm a bookish, not so much tookish, but I guess you could say that I'm bookish. Of course, I love Lord of the Rings and fantasy and sci-fi and superheroes and just about everything you can imagine. I love all of nature and astronomy and studying things about the cosmos. I love trying to find out everything I can about the world, and I'm constantly reading and researching. And in the past, I was getting away from that, and I had a bad crowd. I was lacking a father figure when I was younger. I was bullied relentlessly for 25 years. This accumulated with me being beaten unconscious by 10 people that were picking on me and taking advantage of me when I was drunk. Being left to bleeding in a snowbank late at night and having your wallet and your jacket taken off your back was not a pleasant experience, but it's just an example of things that everyone has bad things happen to them. When I think of millions and millions of people around the planet that are suffering and starving, and it kind of puts things into perspective. Now, in talking about the plight of our world and past problems and horrible things that have happened and that we've done to each other in the past, we mustn't dwell on these things, but it is good to be educated and conscious about them. And every one of us as a human being can make a difference on the planet, and well, that's kind of what I aim to do. I think I've introduced myself somewhat. Basically, I'm here because I have a plan, and what I want to do is help to better the world. Actually, because my brain thinks on so many different levels, I actually have multiple plans. One is to share my poems. I'm a poet, and lately I haven't been able to stop writing. You know, I'm changing my life around. I've had to shed toxic influences, had to help get rid of the past, and there's many spiritual teachers and leaders and different people I've been studying that are helping me to do that. But I want to inspire everyone. It's a dream I have. and I want to inspire other people to go after their dreams as well. I also want to attract people. I have a plan, something that I've discovered, from what I've investigated, what I know about this, it's something that I can foresee financially liberating and creating a regenerative income for basically everybody, including people like you, people I want to attract. So I have a plan to help people and entire communities of people with basically all important aspects of their life. Basically, I've found an opportunity of making money off of information and sharing that information, using it yourself and sharing it with others to just better ourselves in every aspect of our lives. And as I said, I hope many of you are taking changes in those important steps to help themselves and to change their lives around. My big plan is to create, and with the help of other people, in other words, a collaboration of people, is to create a television channel. I believe this is important. We need some channel that shows the good in everybody, the great things about America and Canada. I'm Canadian myself. But something, and I could see it originating in America, something to help change people. Change has to come from the inside. I think we need a channel to do this, and I will explain as I go along. Obviously, I have a lot to talk about, so I'm sending things out in segments. I've always been amazed by life. Am I crazed? I feel amazed. Amazed I am here. So amazed, I feel a pleasant fear. From nothing, into nothing. We are made of nothing, yet we are here. Spiraling in a quiet void, galaxies in an endless space. When looking in the mirror, is this my face? Why are we here, us mortal beings? Is this life real? Are things as they seem? Slip into a deep blue sleep. Slip away into my dreams. Awake again and face the dawn. A new day begins. I must be strong. Is time made up? Is it our creation? And upon this earth, why, what defines a nation? There are no colors, but only shades of gray. We've lost our myths, all lost in a day. In a daze, trapped in a life, defined by death, or pain and strife? Amazed by nature, amazed by time, an amazing mortal who writes this rhyme. Am I crazed? I feel amazed. Amazed, I am here. So amazed, I feel a pleasant fear. I believe in America. I believe in the change that's sweeping America, and by definition, all free nations of this planet. I believe in the spiritual and social change that's gripping the planet. I believe that augmented and helped by our technology, we can strive to overcome all these superficial things we've made up, including our own egos. And I believe that all artists, from all times, everybody out there, today, past, present, and future, we owe them so much. Every artist on the planet helps to contribute, to open our eyes, to make us see things in different ways. And I believe in America, a new America. And I ask you, where are the statesmen? And who among you shall take a stand? Let us escape this self-generated apathy, and together united we can cleanse our mind. Rising far above the lies, a transcendence over ignorance, a new expansion of consciousness, gaze into the past as we move toward our future. From far and wide, let freedom ring, a newfound hope, a joyous spring. Watch as the shadow of a corrupted empire fades. Let us welcome the dawn of the rise of the old and the new republic, a new America. And I have seen a great bird arising, an eagle who in his talons carried hope and love and freedom. And don't worry, all the things that I'm speaking about, and even the poems I'm sharing, this is all leading to something. I wanted to say a word about the ego. However, I think I may have to take a quick pause.